Hello, and if you are an English learner living in North America, welcome. This is the place to be. My name is Jessie, and I'm an American accent coach based in Canada. And my goal is to help you improve your pronunciation, reduce your foreign accent if that's what you want, and have more of an American accent. So today, we're going to be I think it's going to be a quick one. We're going to go over the announcements quickly, check to see if you guys have any questions, and then we're gonna end with some shadow time, where I will say different phrases and you can repeat after me to improve your intonation, your stress, and just your spoken English. So let's get started. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We have TikTok here and YouTube and Facebook. Facebook and YouTube have priority, but I will check to see if there's any questions on TikTok. It looks like there aren't any right now. So, really quick announcements here. Quick, if you have a question for a future live and you don't know if you'll be here to ask it, feel free to submit a question. The link is down below if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. Next, if you are interested in getting personalized coaching, I have a 5-week accent group coaching program starting October 13th. So if you're interested, get your spot because there's limited spots and we're going to have a lot of fun as we get momentum in your accent reduction journey. If you're interested, comment boot camp down below in the comments and I'll get you that. I'll share with you how to sign up. Next, if you struggle with the TH sound, because the TH sound, remember your tongue should be between your teeth. This is a sound that most English speakers struggle with. So if that's you and you would like to do a 4-day challenge with me, comment master the TH or TH challenge in the comments of this video and I will share with you where you can get on the wait list to do this challenge with me. And of course, I always have my free guide. So if you want to learn how to improve your accent faster and more efficiently without wasting time and make lasting and permanent changes in your accent, comment top tips and I will share with you how to get my free guide. It's my gift to you for watching my videos. All right, so I'm going to see if we have any questions here. I see Ibrahim says, "How are you?" I'm good. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I don't see any questions, and that is okay because we're going to do some shadowing, some shadow exercises. So I'm going to put it down here. You can see if you're working on your pronunciation, your connected speech or rhythm, shadow me. Tips for best results would be to choose one thing in particular that you are listening for when you repeat after me. So if you're focusing on stress or a certain sound or intonation, really focus on how I do it. And the second tip is to record me speaking on this video, then repeat after me and record that too. And then listen back and listen to the differences. So once you listen to me, you're recording it with like, I don't know, maybe video or an audio recording, repeat, listen to the listen to me, repeat and speak into your cell phone, and then you can listen back. Okay. And if you are one of my students, my clients, whether it be one on one or group coaching, if you have a clip that you're like, "Ooh, I don't know what sounds off," or I would like you to look at it, ask me, and I will review it for you. Okay. So let's get started. Someone says, "Are you a teacher?" I'm an accent coach. Thanks for asking. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to shadow. This is exciting. I love this. Um, for some reason, it's not showing up. Hmm. One moment, please. So this is the one that I want to share. I don't like it sharing the entire screen, but I think that's all I really have at the moment. So that's what we're going to do. All right. All right. So I'm going to say these greetings and opening statements. And these are sentences that are like small talk scripts. So if you live in North America, you might hear or say these things. And I'm going to get my little pointer here. All right. So so the hey is stressed hey, and I think it just should be go instead of just going, but going. Okay. So hey, how's it hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? And look at this here. How's this is a Z sound. Oops. How's it? Okay. So it sounds like how's it? How's it going? How's it going? Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? And I'm going to change this here to make my pen smaller because I feel like it's not as clean as I'd like it to be. There we go. And it reset. Okay. There we go. Next, up. The stress is on up. So what's up? What's up? So it's what's up? Sup. What's up? What's up? And you might hear what's up or what's up like that. Or sometimes people will just say SUP, sup, sup. And I'm gonna make it so it doesn't automatically fade. There we go. And in the next example, how is stress. So how, and it's technically pronounced bean, but Americans and Canadians will say bin, like bin. Okay. It's like bin. So how have you been? 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 I usually say how have instead of how have. How have you been? Next one, long and C will be stressed. So long, C. So stress on long and C, cheerful, rising, falling tone. Long time no see. Long time no see. Long time no see. Again, you can be repeating after me. And if you want to record yourself repeating after me, this will help you to hear how identical you sound to me. And the next one, new and you are stressed. So the voice dips on new and rises on you. Ooh, what's new with you? What's new with you? You know, it's like a what's new with you? What's new with you? What's new with you? Okay. All right. And I'm going to see if I can get some more examples. And if you have any examples that you'd like me to do, comment on YouTube and I can help you out. Hi, Mohammed. And hello. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. All right. I'm going to get rid of that top tips banner right there. And we'll continue doing this. There we go. So people like to talk about weather, like small talk, weather small talk, kind of what we talk about. So we are going to do some examples like that. Just gonna get my pointer out again and change it to be small. There we go. All right. And it's here. This sentence ends with an S sound, or sentence, sorry. This word ends with an S sound, and the next one starts with an S. So it goes together. It's so it's so cold out today. Today. And the to in today, it turns into t. So it's unstressed. Today. So the stress is on cold and day. It's so cold out today. It's so cold out today. And then because there's a D here and then a vowel sound starting here, it'll kind of blend together. So cold out. It's so cold out today. And then the out today. It's so cold out today. It's so cold out today. The next, the stress is on leaf and believe. Mhm. And heat. So can you believe this heat? Can you believe this heat? Can you believe this heat? And my native language is English. Thanks for asking. Can you believe this heat? And of course, as always, if you guys are interested in getting personalized feedback on your own accent and you'd like to spend 5 weeks with me in order to improve your accent and get momentum in your accent reduction journey, come at boot camp. Or if you're on TikTok, look at my link in bio to see how you can join me starting October 13th. That's my next group, my next cohort. All right, back to this. Looks. Looks is the stress part. Gun and gonna, gonna, and rain later. And do you notice for later, we don't really say later. Sometimes when people are trying to be very careful in their speech, they will. But with the general American accent, this will turn into a flap T, which is a D sound. So we generally don't say later. It's kind of more British influence. We say later. Later. So looks like it's going to rain later. 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 Okay. And I'm going to check out the comments here just because I see you guys have some good questions. What's the flag in front of you? I don't see a flag. Or, oh, you mean in my my comp in my right here? My logo, it is behind me and it is a Canadian flag. And my native language is English. Rose says, if my English level is B2, in these 5 weeks, will my English improve too, or how does it work? So the 5 week accent boot camp is not, it's not, it's not targeted towards conversation practice or towards like getting your higher level, like B2, C2, and all that. It's really about improving your pronunciation and reducing your accent. So, this is not something that all English learners want, even if you live in North America. However, there are a lot of English learners in North America that want to reduce the foreign accent and have more of an American accent. So, if your goal is to just improve your English, have better vocabulary, my program's not for you. If your goal is to improve your accent is in if you want to have more of an American accent, this is for you. Um, because we have 5 weeks together. Before the program starts, I will have a one on one accent assessment with you for an hour, and I will assess what are the biggest things or issues that make you not sound like that stop you from having an American accent. So then I'll write that down and say, this is the next sound we should work on. This is the sound after. This is the sound after. This is something that we need to change if we want to have an American accent. And then during those 5 weeks, I give you targeted exercises each week, each time we have a new sound. Um, and it's personalized to you. Everyone has different sounds to work on. And then on Mondays and Wednesdays, you guys, well, before that, you will send me a voice message and I will give you feedback in front of the group, which sounds we still need to work on. So if you want to, let's say, fix the TH, because you say dis instead of this, then when you send me a voice note, you say, your first language, you say what sound you want me to listen for, and then I'll give you feedback. I'll say, yes, you're doing really great. Or I'll say, this needs more work. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we meet in a group. And if you have any questions or you'd like live feedback on your pronunciation, we can do that. And if I see common struggles in the group, I will do, a quick little exercise with that sound. Or we will listen to native speakers and practice shadowing and listening, like repeating after native speakers. So it's really a personalized experience. So it feels like, I would say, like almost like one-on-one coaching, but it's in a group. And each person has their own specific struggles when it comes to pronunciation, but everyone has the same goal of reducing their accent. Okay. So I'm hoping that helps. And generally, this is best for people um, who already live in North America. You can still join if you don't live in North America, but I think it's ideal, and you're going to get, I guess, faster results if you're practicing English on a regular basis and getting feedback and practicing. All right, so bonjour. I see a bonjour. All right, I'm going to go back to here. Next one, finally. So it's finally, finally on the fine. That's where the stress is. Sunshine. Sun is the stress. Sunshine. You're welcome, Rose. I don't want to tell people just to join, just to like have them. I want you to know like what the goal is of the program. So it really is pronunciation, and it's for people who are able to do the practice. Well, I think even if it is a one-on-one program, they need to be able to practice on their own and improve, and then want feedback from me. Right. So finally, some sunshine. Finally, some sunshine. And if it's been, like, a long time where you haven't had sunshine, you'll say, "Finally, some sunshine. Finally, some sunshine." Okay. The next example, if you're wondering why you can't see it, it is on my YouTube channel, American Accent Training with Jess. Winter. Winter. Win is where the stress is, and it's possible in winter that we don't pronounce the T. Sometimes we'll say winner, which does sound like, winner, like as in winner and loser. So winner, and then early, the stress is on early, and year. Okay. Winter came early this year, huh? Winter came early this year, huh? If you want to be more Canadian, you can say A. Okay. Or we might even say, "Hey, I'm Canadian, so this is what I'll probably most likely say." So, winter came early this year, hey? Winter came early this year, hey? The slightly, the ha rises slightly to invite agreement. That's what's going on there. And I'm just going to, here we go. gonna put my pen on again. Hi. So Bruno Santos says, are there different accents in Canada or are they generally almost the same? That's a really good question. Um, I'd say I'd say generally the same, but there are some differences. Um, I don't know if you know like the map of Canada. So we have like trying to see British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. We go to Ontario. You know, on this end there are Maritimers, we call them. So people from the Maritimes that will say have like a maritime accent. But I mean, it's not as striking as in the United States, I think. In the United States, I feel like their Southern accent is really strong. So it's a good question. I don't think it's as drastic as the States. All right. Hmm. I think we're going to end with work and daily life. And you're welcome, Bruno. And then I'm going to probably end r- this like shadow time. I enjoyed this pronunciation analysis. I'm so glad you like it, Jackson. Do you like shadowing? Is that what it is? Because I wish I could do this in my second language. All right. Now I have. doo, 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 doo. And this drives me crazy every time I try to switch this up. It like goes back. I don't want auto fade. Cool. All right. Next one. Busy, busy, and far is where the stress is. So busy, busy day so far, busy day so far. So you're at work and you're kind of like, wow, it's been a busy day, hey? Busy day so far, busy day so far. Next one, house. House is the stress, work, and then treat and treating. And notice how I pronounce, and I don't say treating, I do a flap T, which is like a D, treating. How's work treating you? Oh, and also notice TR, I pronounce it as CH, with an R, treating. Okay. I don't really say treating, I say treating. So, how's work treating you? How's work treating you? How's work treating you? How's work treating you? Next, big and then in projects or projects. Projects, projects. And then come and coming, coming, and then up. Those are the stress points. So, got any projects coming up? And notice this, the the T here, it turns into a D sound. It's between two vowels. So, got any big projects coming up? Got any big projects coming up? Do you got any? Got any? Okay. Next, how and how's. How's. Week and then going. Going. So it's really the go has the stress. And the word your, we're going to reduce it. We're not going to say your. You can, but in connected speech, casual speech, conversational speech, we'll say your. Okay? It rhymes with her. How's your how's your week going? How's your week going? How's your week going? All right, I think I'm gonna end here. Yeah. No, you'll hear this. I personally don't like this. I don't like I don't like how often we use the word God like this. I usually say goodness. So, just my personal conviction. I'll say thank goodness instead of thank God because I feel like it's in vain. But you'll hear this a lot in the workplace. When it's Friday, people will be thankful that it's Friday, and they'll say TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. TGIF. All right. I'm going to zoom out here, stop sharing, and then I'm going to see if there's any questions here. All right. Someone says, please teach us phonetics. I love this question. I personally I'm not qualified to teach phonetics. I'm an accent coach, and a question I get a lot is, do I need to know phonetics, so the phonetic alphabet, the fancy signs, in order to improve my accent? I always tell my clients, no, it's not necessary. You can if it helps you, but you don't have to. So that being said, I know a little bit enough to help students that already know the alphabet and want that as for guidance, but I'm not qualified to teach that, at least right now. It's not really an interest of mine, but I'm glad that you're interested in that. So Bruno says, it's so nice to hear when a native speaks English. The perception I have is that it becomes easier for me to understand because English is not my mother tongue. Yeah, and it gets easier. It gets easier. Bruno Santos, I don't know if your first language is it Spanish, Portuguese? I feel like Bruno is pretty Portuguese. Am I right? I know the Bruno and Brunas that I know, they're they speak Portuguese. All right, so I think we're gonna end it there. It's gonna be a short one here on YouTube, but of course, check out my other videos. I have a whole bunch of other videos. So depending on what your English goals are, maybe it's to, have pronunciation help, maybe it's to, practice connected speech, or you want some English learning tips, or if you want accent reduction tips, if you go to my YouTube channel, which you're probably already there, but some of you guys might be on Facebook. If you go to American Accent Training with Jess, on YouTube, you will be able to find my playlist section. So you go the channel, playlist, and I have common English mistakes playlist. So if you make mistakes in English, you can test your English. I have so many free resources I've made for you guys. So feel free to check that out if you are on YouTube. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I see a learner saying, what is your native language? My native language is English. And Ian says, hello. And of course, as always, if you want to improve your pronunciation and you want some personalized feedback and help in a small, intimate group setting with high touch feedback and help, comment bootcamp down below, and I will share with you how to join me for 5 weeks in one of my upcoming accent bootcamp programs. My next one starts October 13th. So let me know by commenting that you're interested. And I will be live again Monday, probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Take care, guys. And if you're watching the replay, a video is probably popping up right there. Take care, guys, and bye bye.